So, Hope got a haircut, right? And she's doing really well. She's our youngest pup here with me at North Star. So I usually start my training sessions with the youngest pups we have. Now, I really love Hope a lot. She is going to be working with two 4-year-olds, and I just think she's perfect for him. She's as close to a stuffed animal as I've ever seen. And I say that with all due respect, right? Because you're a nice girl, and she loves me and I love her. She's just an extremely mellow girl, and she's really going to enjoy working with a 4-year-old who's very gentle, two 4-year-olds, but they're very gentle. All right, but one thing that's interesting about Hope is Hope does not like to sit. Go figure, she doesn't. I've been working with her every which way. I'm a positive trainer, so no forcing allowed. But I've decided to give her a pass. For one thing, she's really young. And for another thing, she's smaller than most of the dogs I work with. So I think she doesn't like getting even lower to the ground than she has to be. So, here, Hopi. So I'm still training her. I'm working with her soft mouth, and she's got a lovely soft mouth. As you recall, the training for that is I'll put food in my hand, and then I'll encourage our pups to lick the hand, and she's how smart she is. She knows the second she licks the side of my hand, she gets ready for the payoff. You can tell, because she knows what's going on. She's a very smart girl. She was actually the only one that knew how to open the gate. All these Goldens you're about to see older and supposedly doing better in terms of their training program, at least with the sit. But I tell you this because I think you have to work with dogs. They're not inanimate objects. They've got personalities. And I don't think that force is ever a good thing to do, especially in our line of work with children. Because if I do get dogs if I force them to do the right things, after a while any dog would come to understand the child cannot have the power to force, so they'll stop working for them. So to really proof our placements, make sure they keep going well for the decade or more that we aim to have them last, it's really important to be gentle with our dogs and understanding of who they are in terms of training. All right, so sit. After we get this going on, good, and they understand that they're to sit. Daisy, here we go. Sit. Come on, sit. Good, good, good boy, good girl. Come on, sit. No, that's not going to be working. Nope. Good, very nice. All right, so it's kind of a jackpot all around when we get that kind of sit. Now, they all get the sit pretty much. They were a little slow today. They're a little bit wired. They like the snow. It takes them a little bit after their play mode to get in their pay attention mode. Now, after we get them to sit, then we start to work on the weight. This is developing patience. Yeah, that's what you need to develop. That's right. This is Toby. And once they do hold the sit with the food coming down, then we turn, let him lick my palm, and the food comes out with a gentle lick. If he gets too exuberant, as he starts to eat the treats at that point, we start all over again with the sit. Good, now I've got 2 hands. So they've got the sit down, that's nice. The patience, that's a little bit harder for Toby to wait, but he did a good job. Then I have the food in my hand. Their task now is to lick the fist before, hey, sit. They gotta hold that sit. Okay, now they've got to lick the palm in order to have food released. Right, very nice. Very good. Okay, so now all that took about maybe 6 weeks of puppy school, daily training. Sit, get a little bit more food. Okay, now this obviously is a process, and when they go to their families, which they will on Tuesday, I'm working with them. In fact, they're watching this YouTube clip so that they can see what their dogs have been socialized to do, which is to take treats gently with their tongue Right. Toby, sit. Good. Very nice. Now this does two things. This develops the all-important soft mouth, and it also gets them to sit when they're receiving treats, even if they're really excited, which is very important because a sitting dog is not a jumping dog. And a jumping dog can hurt a child, and that's the last thing that we want to do. All right, boys, good job. And I'll talk later about Daisy and Lily, the last two pups in this. Oh, and Brother Mo. He's actually the last who will go to his boy Judd in Illinois before year's end. And I'll see you.